Alright, welcome to the greatest Warhammer painting channel on YouTube. It's actually greater than Squidmar. I'm sorry Emil, I'm sorry Lucas. This is the new most popular channel. No, I'm merely jesting. Anyway, welcome to this hopefully fine video. And as you can see in the title, I will endeavor to respond to the question at hand. Why do I paint Warhammer? Now, before getting to the question, let me just quickly say what I am doing. So we're painting this Space Marine hero, and there I have sculpted a hood for him so he can look more aggressive. And I will paint him in the same style as I have painted my previous Raven God models. So you can see a few models I painted a while back there. So I'm just trying to paint it in a way that the model fits in with my the rest of my army. So yeah, I do enjoy the Raven God aesthetic. They look aggressive and nice, and I like the crisp and clean black armor. So I am showing some paints there and the brush, etc. So I'm just starting to paint there. And yeah, I will make some sort of tutorial later on as well, showing the thought process when I paint, etc. So anyway, on to the question at hand. Why do I paint Warhammer? Now, I will make a separate video detailing how I got into Warhammer, so my long history with fantasy, science fiction, Lord of the Rings, Warhammer, everything like that, because of course it has a lot to do with it, why I enjoy it so much. But I thought to respond to the question at hand first. So simply put, it's because it redirects my mind into not having to think about many other things, basically. So it's a sort of meditation, if you will. I actually used this to great success back in the day during one of my first cuts to get into a good shape for summer, and I kept thinking about food, and I kept thinking about the mirror. It didn't show any significant results day by day, which is of course natural. So I decided to start painting Warhammer again to, just get my mind off the cut. So, when you have cravings and you're a bit hungry and you think that your form isn't getting significantly improved by the day, so then your mind, instead of thinking about how nice it would be to eat a certain pastry or something like that, it starts to think about what sort of colors would go well together on a particular model, or how to paint the base of said model, or what have you. So it's a very potent way for you to redirect your mind, and this is something I've done over this many years under the Damocles sword. So when I've had periods where, basically non-stop worrying about when is the next bad thing, what will happen next, then I could think about how to paint a certain model instead. So it's been very useful in that sense for me over all of these years. So that is perhaps the primary reason I still try to paint Warhammer whenever I can, simply because it's a powerful meditation technique, essentially, if you view it in that sense. And then of course it's also fun to paint. It's very stimulating, and it's a nice creative process, and you get a nice sense of accomplishment when you have painted a model to a standard which you are satisfied with. So similar as with calligraphy, or doing a sketch or anything like that. And it becomes even more fun if you play any of the games. So I do play Warhammer Underworlds. Shout out to my man Natty Pete, so we play together. It's the best game in the world as far as I'm concerned. I've heard good things about Kill Team as well, so I might give it a try whenever the opportunity presents itself. But yeah, when you play a game with the model you've painted, it becomes like a holistic process. You can learn the rules of the model, and you can get acquainted how to use it on the tabletop, and then you paint it to a good standard, and you play many games with it, and the whole process becomes very satisfying indeed. So I did play Warhammer Fantasy back in the day, so the old system, which is now back. It's called the Old World. We will see if I paint some high elf models and I get back to playing that game. It's a bit time consuming though, I must say, which is why I prefer Warhammer Underworlds, and I suppose also Kill Team. Again, I haven't played it myself, but that's a goal for the coming time, at least, to play a few games, at least one game of Kill Team. So yeah, I will keep you all updated. I will post to social media. Perhaps I will even make a video here if I manage to get in some sort of Warhammer 40k game. Another point which I thought to mention, and this applies to basically any creative endeavor, so you can paint something else as well. The same metaphysical principle applies, and that is that you channel a bit of the divine when you create something. So you envision something in your mind. So I envisioned, what will this particular space marine model look like, and then I translated it into reality via my creative process. Now this might sound a bit esoteric, if you will, and it is, but it's also good. It's a good thing to keep in mind when you create something, that you're not only training your hand-eye coordination, for example, or you're not only doing it for a meditative purpose, but you're also channeling the divine, which is why it feels so good. Especially it feels good upon completion. So the sense of satisfaction you get when you have completed something, especially if it's close to what you first envisioned in your mind, that is a special type of feel. And this can also, of course, it can go, if you don't end up satisfied with the result, then yeah, you can just view it as a learning experience instead. So this is also, if you're new to painting models, then yeah, expect your first few models to be not perhaps as good as you would have liked. I'm sure everyone who has painted Warhammer for a bit longer, you know exactly what I'm talking about here. And this brings me into another point, and that is the progression of it all, that you can find new ways to get better at painting, and that you can sort of track your progress over the years as well, and perhaps you learn a new technique. It's very rewarding progress in all things. Now, on another note, something I do every once in a while if I need to gain further knowledge and enlightenment regarding a certain topic, is that I plan a few podcast episodes or videos or whatever it might be to listen to while I paint. So this can be in preparation for a podcast episode of my own, if I want to hear some other opinions or perspectives or whatever it might be. So then I can plan, tomorrow I will paint these models, and I have loaded up with some podcast episodes that are relevant to whatever I am gaining more knowledge about at that particular moment. So there are many different ways you can approach painting in a productive way as well, or you can just have some nice music or an audiobook or whatever it might be. Speaking of which, I have some fond memories painting Warhammer and listening to audiobooks. It was during an autumn a few years back. Very cozy, maximum coziness feels. Good stuff indeed. So, a few reasons why I paint Warhammer, and to conclude, to give a concise answer, I would say that it's to keep myself sane, basically. Since I have been under quite a bit of pressure over all of these years, it's very important to have sort of an anchor to keep you firmly rooted in a happy place, so to speak. So anyway, that all being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope the video footage turned out well enough also. It was a bit of a new experience for me to try to film one of these videos, and that also brings me into another point when it comes to the creative process, that you learn something. So now I have learned something new in making this video, and hopefully I can make more videos and they will be better in every way. So I'm especially thinking about the video and the presentation and everything like that. So this model, it was quite hard to paint as well, just because of the that I had to be mindful of how to hold the model and to have it all properly filmed and everything like that. So again, I will make some more videos. I have some more videos planned, and this will not take any time from my main channel or the normal video production. This is just another project that I'm excited about, and it serves the same function as painting Warhammer in general. So essentially to keep myself from being too black-pilled if things go bad otherwise, or if I'm feeling black-pilled or whatever it might be. So it helps me to be happy and healthy and everything like that. If you do like this type of content, then I would appreciate if you would subscribe to the channel. It would be nice to see how far I can get on a new channel as well. And yeah, do leave a comment as well. You can leave a comment saying if you want to see anything in particular. I haven't yet decided exactly what type of videos will be on this channel, but I suppose will be mainly Warhammer painting ones. But we'll see. We'll see. Time will tell how it all develops. And the next two videos will be one where I do a tutorial, so basically how I approach painting a model, and the second video will be how I got into Warhammer, so a bit of Golden One lore for my esteemed audience here. So that all being said, we're nearing the end of the video and nearing the end of the painting process of this particular model as well. So you can see me there, I'm doing some fine edge highlighting. So, and there I'm getting some of my hair in the video as well. Noob mistake on my part, I will try to avoid it for next time. So there, the final details here coming in with some white to paint the skull. Now when you paint a Raven Guard model, you do want to have him stealthy and realistic like that, but you also want to have the artistic splendor on display, so you have some lighter colors as well, so some white and some bright red. But it's just how it is. You need to find a nice balance between having it aggressive and stealthy, but still you need to have some nice details to make it pop on the tabletop. So there I'm also adding some glue. I will add some flock grass to it as well as a final detail. Also a good way to tie your models of an army in with each other. So I'm adding some yellow grass to complement the black and the red. So that is also a fun aspect of army painting, that you tie the entire army in together, so you share the same sort of base and same color scheme and everything like that. And there we are. There is the finished model, looking quite nice indeed. Does fit with the rest of the army, I would say, in my humble opinion. So yeah, good times. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you in the next video. XOXO, boom.